everybody, Realm Builder Guy here, and welcome back to the channel, and something new. Let's have a first look at Field of Glory 2 Medieval. It is the 4th of February that I'm recording this, the day of launch. Regular price on Steam is $29.99. I think right now I paid $26.99 for it. Yes, I paid for it. I did not get a key or anything like that, but this is a first look. We're going to dive in and see what I think of this game and see if this is something to add to the channel or not. So just going to go through some of the options here. I do like this the artwork looks amazing. I love how your mouse cursor gets highlighted. Languages, you can pick from English, French, German, or Spanish. You've got a whole bunch of different options here. I think we're going to tick that music down a little bit further. I'll see in the post-edit as to how loud it actually is. Turn it down in my own headphone. Sound effects, turn that down a little bit. But yeah, it's kind of a lot of the typical ones. I haven't really gone through that. We'll accept that. Save up here. Download community scenarios, which is kind of interesting. You know, there's a modding community that they're going to be dealing with. I mean, people just putting in their own campaigns and so on. So, what can you do? So, you can play a tutorial game. I did do that just to kind of get a feel for it. Battles, you can do a quick battle, custom battle, epic battles, fight now. Campaigns, you've got a lot to pick from. You've got a sandbox campaign. So these multi-battle campaigns allow you to fight a whole tactical campaign between the nations of your choice. The scenarios and decisions to be made along the way will be different each time a campaign is played. You can do Alexander Nevsky campaign. So serve 3 terms as Prince of the Republic of Novgorod between 1236 and 1259. He was also Grand Prince of Vladimir, Supreme Ruler of Russia from 1252 to 1263. He led the army of Novgorod successfully against Swedes, Livonian Knights, and Lithuanians. He maintained Novgorod's independence against from the Mongol Tatar Golden Horde. Then you can play the Angevin Empire. So these are battles, of course, Henry II in France, I assume. Then you've got the Mongol invasion. So this campaign chronicles the Mongol invasion of Europe. And then the Northern Crusade. So that's what you have right now to choose from. Then you've got multiplayer and editor. We need to create an initial campaign to place our scenarios in. You can always create new campaigns by going to the file menu in the editor. All right, so you can kind of do your own thing there. But let's jump into campaigns and let's do a Northern Crusade. Now this deals with the crusade against the pagans in Estonia and in the Baltic region. I used to live in Estonia for a while. Absolutely love that country. Cannot speak Estonian. I can count to like 3 and order a beer, and that's just about it. But that should be enough. So we're going to go with Northern Crusades and just kind of see what this game is all about. All right, Northern Crusades. I'm not going to read through all of that just yet. But it looks like you will be progressing your way along these campaign scenarios. So you can difficulty, so you can do Sergeant, Knight, Baron, Duke, Prince, or King. Let's just go for Baron. Progressive difficulty level gradually scales up by 1 level overall between the first and last battles of the campaign, not 1 level per battle. So just kind of goes up depending on how you do. We're just going to go with Static and Baron and create this campaign. All right, we're going to offer the battle. So we've got the Sworn Brethren against the Baltic tribes. You can see here when they were around, I guess, or it's tech level, I don't know. Objective, rout the enemy army by routing at least 40% of their troops and 25% more than you have lost, or routing 60% of their troops. Sword Brethren, turn 1 of 24, turns remaining 23. Campaign battle, the enemy are offering open battle. All right, so now we have points that we can spend. So we've spent 641. And we can spend up to 793. So what do we have so far? So we have Knights back here, and it's a WASD, very standard control here, and then the Q and E to shift. Then you can tilt everything by holding down your right mouse button. And then you've got just different terrain you're dealing with, marsh, and so on. So anyway, we've got Brother Knights and Sergeants. If we look at them, right click. Is it left click? Oh, it's control, right? So control left click? I don't know. There we go. Control left click. You can see here, shooting none, high superior, heavily armored, current strength 118 to 118. Here's the impact you can see, an open terrain only, movement, troop quality, melee. I don't know what any of that means just yet, but it looks cool. You can see the quality here. Then we have Knights and Sergeants here. Baltic Noble Cavalry. I guess I'm buying all of these. What do we have here? We have Baltic Noble Cavalry. We've got Brother Knights and Sergeants. Here we've got Knights and Sergeants, Knights and Sergeants, and Brother Knights and Sergeants. So right-clicking gets rid of them. All right. So what else could we do? What else do we have here? We've got one light archer regiment. Then we've got those guys here. And here we have a lot of Baltic foot soldiers. We've got some defensive spearmen, Baltic foot, Baltic foot, Baltic foot, Baltic crossbowmen. All right. I kind of wish it was a little bit more like, say, in Total War, where actually the banners would indicate what type of unit it is. So I'm missing that a little bit. But anyway, let's see. What else do we want to do? Let's add another crossbowman regiment and 2 more light archers while we're at it. Let's add some Baltic levies, 2 of them. Some armored spearmen, light javelin horse, could be interesting. Mounted crossbowmen. Let's do some more Brother Knights. They're pretty expensive. Knights and Sergeants, another one of those, and Baltic Noble Cavalry as well. Then what else could we do? Well, let's do some more levies, Baltic foot. I mean, we're maxed out on there. 3 of 6. Oh, here it shows how many we can add. I gotcha. So Knights and Sergeants, let's do another one of those. Mounted crossbowmen, nah. Standard cav, nah. Baltic levies, let's add a few more of those. 15, some peasant rabble. Okay, so we'll accept that. You are in deployment mode. You can drag, move, swap units to any highlighted tile until you are happy with their positions. Okay. You can switch units to different commands. You can move generals to different units. When you are finished, click End Turn button to end your turn. All right. So let's take a look here. So anything that's highlighted. All right, let's just cycle through these guys. It's Baltic foot. Name the unit. Okay, so we can name these. Spearman defensive. We have here Baltic foot. We're just going to have these foot soldiers. I mean, this is cannon fodder. Spearman in the middle. Let's move that guy there. Here's some more Baltic foot. We'll move them here. Baltic foot, Baltic foot. Here are the crossbowmen. Let's just move those guys here. Got some light archers. Let's move them here right now. So we've got some foot soldiers here. Move them there. Spearmen in the center, right there. There, okay, so we got some gaps. Move those guys there. Alright, so we've got our crossbowmen. Let's put one crossbowman regiment here. This is Baltic Noble Cav. So yeah, I think we'll just have you guys... Yeah, we'll put you back here. Alright. Now, we've got you guys here. What do we have here? We have some peasants. Yeah, let's put the peasants right there. Actually, you know what? No, let's move the peasants just kind of back here as, if we need to. Baltic levies in the middle there. These Baltic levies there. Those levies there. Crossbowmen right there. And we've got some more Baltic levies there. I'll put another Baltic levies there. We've got some armored spearmen. We'll put those guys in the middle. Light archers. Put the archers there. Another light archers regiment. These guys will actually move right there for now. And, alright, so now we've got knights and sergeants. Move you guys here. Another knights and sergeants. Move you guys here. Peasant rabble. We'll put them right here. Then we've got mounted crossbowmen. I'll just put you here next to the nobles. Some more knights and sergeants there, and these knights and sergeants here. Alright. End turn. Alright, are you sure? Yes, I am sure. Alright, let's see. Oh, it's very loud. Let's go settings. Turn that down a little bit. Go back. Alright. Enemy turn. End turn. Now it is our turn. You signify that. Okay. Alright. So now, let's take a look what we have here. We have noble cavalry at the back. A bunch of foot soldiers. We've got a cavalry unit here. Baltic foot soldiers here. Foot. Do they not have any ranged? Oh, there are the light archers right at the front. So what we could do here... So this here moves the entire command up. Can these guys... Okay, that'll undo the move. Alright, so that entire command moved up. So we will move you guys up and over. That's a single unit move. Move you here. Okay, these guys are part of the command. Interesting. Interesting. And then we've got our archers. We'll just move up a little bit. Yeah. And that takes care of that. I'd like to knock out those archers early. It's interesting they have archers out front. So we'll just end the turn, have them move forward. So it looks like they're also hiding in the terrain. That's interesting. Interesting concept there. Alright. And there comes the archer attack. And you can see here, 3 and 2, that denotes casualties. Now we'll go down. We can scroll with the mouse wheel. That's kind of cool. Let's take a look at these units here. Actually, not looking too bad. This is not a game that's going to be overly taxing graphically, as you can see. Like I said, it kind of simulates that... see, they're reloading. That's kind of cool. Simulates that tabletop experience. If you've ever played a tabletop game. Kind of that tactical feel. And that's the entire battle map. Alright, so we're gonna... now we're just moving individual units forward here. Wonder if you can... Move? No. I thought maybe you could Control-Alt, move all these guys forward. Can they attack? No. Yeah, we're just going to move this forward. It's just checking. And you basically... So I'm left-clicking on a unit. And then right-clicking where I want them to go. They're in marsh. So the marsh obviously slows them down. And now they move forward. And that revealed the enemy archers. So we're just going to move these guys forward. It's a little finicky, in my opinion, here. As far as some of the controls go. But, you know, it's alright. These guys can't move forward. Okay, the peasants. Yeah, we'll move the peasants over here. Facing does matter. Alright, so we're going to move the archers up. And they can... Whoop, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Move those guys here. So now these guys can shoot. So they will shoot there. That's 3. They can't shoot them because line of sight blocked by troops or fortifications. They're in a marsh, but they could shoot here. Turn and shoot. Full arc of fire. Half arc of fire. Let's have them turn and shoot for a full arc. No, they cannot shoot. They could shoot them. Let's just do that. It's just an interesting exercise to kind of see. We'll move them forward into this position. Can they shoot anybody? No. Alright, so now we've got our cavalry units. This one here, I want to say is where our general is, but I can't tell. So we'll just move him there. Alright, we will move you there. Move you there. Let's keep you going through the forest. And we'll have these guys up here. Move out that way, out that way. That way. Because I'd like my cavalry to kind of flank around, obviously. We'll end this turn. Let's see how this goes. There, we have held firm. So these are different stages in the battle. So they get attacked. And then there are throws, basically, or dice rolls to see how they react. Now, all I can do when the enemy is attacking is scroll up and down. I can't move left, right, back, or forward. So they're just moving into position. And as they move up the line, here comes the cavalry. So far, aside from some archery battles, not much has happened. So their turn has ended. Now it is back to us. Alright, so now we're going to charge. So they're evading the charge. You can also double right click to move them forward. So I think we're going to move them here. They're charging. It's an impact charge, so they did not evade. Let's scroll in here. So they're in combat. They're charged. They are evading. So that moves that line forward. Marsh. You can see open ground. You can see the movement. We're just going to move that line forward. Those are Baltic foot. So, I mean, we're just going to deal with our own types of troops. So all they can do right now is move. Is there any shot opportunity there? No. So our crossbowmen cannot shoot yet. Let's see, did they do anything yet? No. These are ours. These are ours. They can't do anything. So they move forward. Everyone's just going to move forward here to engage the enemy. So that's Baltic foot against Baltic foot. Very, very similar. Peasants. Yeah, you can just kind of move there. General unit. We'll just move you here. And now we have our archers. They got a full-on shot. They have no shot. So line of sight matters. See, now they have a full line of sight. They have nothing. They do anything if they move here. They have a line of sight to these guys, so we'll take that shot. Alright, now let's move our cavalry. That cavalry goes there, and then over here, we'll move you guys to right there. You guys over here. You guys just keep going through the woods. Alright, so we've had some. Now, over here on the right, got some tools. We can look at next unmoved, next unshot, and you can see tab, B, so those are the shortcuts. Toggle line of fire. So that's 1. Okay. Toggle line of sight. Toggle command range. Okay, so that's our general. Ah, there he is. There he is. Wenzel von Berichen. Alright. Then detailed unit info. So control left click on a unit. Then we've got combat log. So it just basically tells you what the different what else they said, did. And then casualties. The enemy has killed 6, wounded 25. We've lost 15 and 50 wounded. So right now, we're definitely worse for wear. And then the briefing. Okay. And we'll end this turn. So you hit end turn, and then it asks you to confirm it. And there we go. Now up here, we can toggle the briefing. It shows you, again, the campaign battle. So they're retreating, and they're charging with the objectives. This is basically the ticking battle score. And I don't really know what I'm doing here, so we'll just have to kind of wait and see. Charge impact. They're moving forward. I'm probably making a lot of tactical mistakes here, but you know, so be it. Comes their cavalry. Scroll out a little bit. It's just there. I like that view a little bit more. Fragmented, fell back. So fragmented, these are just different stages in a combat as far as I could tell. Now let's move our cavalry. Let's see, these guys. Move them up here. This cavalry, they can attack them. So 17, that was their casualty rating. So now we're just gonna attack here. Melee, 9 and 10. Melee, what do we have here? 6 and 20. Disrupted fallback. So their entire command structure kind of got jacked up. So these guys are... does it say anything here? I was kind of seeing what their status is. It's not saying anything. I mean, we can just hold firm, or they can attack from the side. So they do some damage. These guys attack there. Have them move up. Charge that. So charge, and they fragmented and fell back. So that was not a good move. Flank charge. Cohesion will drop on contact as not already in combat. So they are evading the charge. Alright, so now these guys, move them up. They will charge into there. They rear attack, routing, disperse. They're gone. So you can see up here, 2 and 2. So this is 2 bonus for us, 2 for them, 2% routed. So our peasants, we'll just move them over here. command here. Light archers will move forward. There. Half arc, turn for a full arc of fire. So as we do, push them back. Light melee. 7-5. We took more damage there. It's not looking good. We're also fighting in terrain that's not great. So they can do long range. So they'll turn for a long range arch shot. These guys can't do much, so we'll have to move them up here, see if we can. Yes, we can. So either half or full. So they've been revealed now because they had to move out of their cover and dealt some damage. There's a charge there. Impact wasn't really great for us. So these crossbowmen are entirely useless at this point. Let's see. They can still attack as well. Charge, impact charge, 8-10. There we go. These crossbowmen can take that long-range shot. So that's good. Let's move them up to that position. These guys have that attack, which isn't great. I can't remember, have I moved my cavalry yet? These guys I have. These guys just plodding along in the forest. They can move up there. They can move up there. These guys can move here. I believe that's everything. So we have a little bit of a ticking score there. Or we got a positive reaction. And their archers are attacking. So it's a little hard to tell, I have to say, who's doing what here at the moment. I wish that would be highlighted a little bit more, and maybe there's an option graphically to do that. We can see some movement. Again, this is not Total War graphically, so it's a little. Oh, there we go. We've got a routed group, and now they're facing our crossbowmen. So obviously we're going to try to put in a full volley in here. Now it's a 4% of ours have been routed. That's not good. That's not good at all. And I don't know if I'm going to play this entire battle because it's pretty long at this point already. See the amount of turns. So fragmented there. And we're taking a lot of damage here. All right, so these guys are disrupted. These guys are routed. Ah, there we see it there. So they're going to shoot their crossbows into them. Melee attack there. Oh, disrupted, and they pushed back. But we've got some cavalry units coming here. Let's see, you got a melee attack there, 8 and 8. So these are our mounted crossbowmen. These guys can't go anywhere. So they'll have to fall back. But those nobles can. Now we'll just continue on down the line, right to left. See how this is. So they held firm, but they took some heavy casualties. These levies are disrupted. So really we could only fall back. Here's some light archers. Let's actually see. If we move them back here, can they shoot then? No. But they can do a long-range shot from there. These are armored spearmen. They can't do jack. And go into melee attack there. These guys are fragmented. Steady peasantry. For general up. Now we're just going down the line here bit by bit. Those are our archers that can't do anything. They can't do anything, they can. Small little bit of attack. They're going to do an attack there. They're breaking and routing. So they already routed more and more route. And they're moving back. So that was a pretty good and decisive attack. So it looks like attack and countercharge. Alright, so they already pursued. They can't do anything. This cavalry unit, we'll move them up here so they can flank around that way. And then we still have our little forest dwellers here who will come out now. Alright, let's do one more turn. Let's see which way this all goes. And these are pretty long battles, it looks, in these campaigns. So I gotta figure out if this is something to bring to the channel A. It may be something to stream. This is pretty casual. There's a charge against our cavalry. Didn't really do much. There's a charge over here with an impact. Large, held firm, but large casualties. But again, what they care about is the number of routing versus everything else. There's melee right there. Fragmented. But another fragmented unit. And is breaking and routing. So now we're kind of on equal footing. A lot of base melee attacks here as well. Disrupted unit. Here's another melee attack. Held firm, and they fall back. Okay. Another melee there. Held firm. Melee. And we have a unit that's routing. So it's a rough one. But anyway, that gives you kind of an overview. First look at what this is. You play through this. I mean, it's 24 turns. And then my assumption is you just progress on the battle map, on the campaign map. Let's get out of this. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that. You progress through the campaign. If we look at him here. The Alexander Nevsky, Angevin. Let's go to the Mongol invasion here real quick. And as you progress, it determines whether or not you win the campaign. So you're kind of moving through here. Very, very interesting. And then battle. Well, let's see campaign. What is the sandbox campaign? Let's just take a look at it. See the core mechanics. Just take a quick look. So pick your army, potluck, Anglo-Irish, Anglo-Norman, Bohemian, Breton. And you can pick, you could change your date range. That changes who you have. Free Canton, French, German, a lot of German, Imperial Northeast, Southwest, Hungarian, Irish, Norwegian, the Mongols in Europe, Low Country, Scots, Tatars, Teutonic Order, Welsh, so Polish, Russian. You have a lot that you can go through. Battle size small. And then a kind of last battle, you can go to very large. Number of battles. Pick enemy army, pick whatever you want. Potluck, random army will be selected. Interesting. Preview army options. Okay. So anyway, that's your sandbox campaign. It just randomly generates it, depending on what you have as a preset. So that's Field of Glory 2 Medieval. Looks like something that could be just a fun, casual battle simulator. It looks like it takes pretty long. 24 rounds. I mean, I've been recording now for 35 minutes. And the battle itself was probably 20, 25 minutes of that. And that was only 7 turns, or 7 rounds if you're going the full 24. Could make for long battles in that sense, which could be fun. I enjoy that also on Total War if the battles take a little bit longer. But of course for YouTube that's a bit extreme. What I could do, if you want to see a full campaign of this, say so in the comments. And what I may then do is just do kind of abridged battles and summaries. You know, a lot of editing, a lot of jump cuts, but just keep things a little bit more interesting. Alternatively, of course, I kind of post-commentate over what the battles are doing, because otherwise it looks like it could take a little bit longer. But anyway, multiplayer is another option. Go to a lobby here, username, password, etc. So anyway, let me know your thoughts on just this first look at Field of Glory 2 Medieval, and yeah, and then I wish you all, if you do buy it, check it out on Steam. I will put a link in the description. It's $26.99 for right now, and then it'll go to $29.99. So it's not overly expensive. Looks like something that could be fun to play for a while. But anyway, until next time, I am Realm Builder Guy, and I'll talk to you soon.